We started. All right. Good evening, everyone. Good evening. Good evening. And good evening. I fixed the issue uh with the crawl for AI. So the problem was, of course, I don't know why I didn't think of it. So since crawl AI and n8n was in two separate uh Docker containers, they cannot see each other's environment variables. So what I was trying to do inadvertently was use the environment variable from the crew for or crawl for AI container inside of the n8n container, and that's why it wasn't working. So to get around that, you have to hard code the string, um, the API string into n8n. And that's how that works. In quotes. Um, I may want to share the screen. That might be important here. I don't know. I don't really have a direction this evening, so we're gonna try a few things. Let's do entire screen, share the audio. Okay. All right. Now let's move you on over here. If I can do that. Yeah. Okay. So like before, this is um our endpoint to kick off our workflow. This is our webhook trigger. So when we send the curl command from Win Automation on a host machine to was this Coco Jones or Black Hillary Banks, I like to call her. It'll start here, and then this. I think I took off the. No, I didn't actually. No credential. Because now I could spin up another Docker container, but I just don't feel like it. Like, screw it, just do it from source, and I don't have any problems. So I am running Fast API on top of the crawl for AI source code, and thus that's why you see these Nix colors in mobile extern. Um, yeah, that's the server waiting to receive data. Okay. And then from here, we'll, like before, we wait 5 seconds for the crawling to end. And we'll check to see the status of the crawl. If it's not completed, then it will go down here, in which it will. I still don't know what this does. Credit to what's his name? Cole Medin. Meaden. He has a YouTube channel by his name. Fantastic content provider. Um, AB Media, how's it going? That is pretty much an n8n channel at this point. He does other workflow automations, but right now he's doing n8n. Okay, let's get started. So from here, we're going to open up our n8n workflow or our script. And just like before, we're going to use curl to send data to our workflow and to get that kicked off. So our web scraper here. Okay. And our local machine, maybe Coco Jones, the port. API key is not necessary anymore. Doing good. Been working on Claude lately. It's pretty good. Yeah. You working for from the API, or are you doing just the chatbot? 4.7 is actually very good. I'm actually do some programming tonight, and then of course put an API endpoint on top of it or gateway. Um, I don't know. I've just been in this Docker, not really Docker as much, but just API-ifying everything. Um, so you can link, and why do you want to? You don't want maybe you don't want to turn everything into a microservice. Pardon me. But it's just that you can create a program or service in any programming language and put an API endpoint on top of it. And now programs like n8n, um, Think Automation Studio, which I have running here. Again, same thing as n8n. It waits for a curl command. Once it receives a curl command, it kicks off this automation, which is there's nothing in there yet, but we plan on filling this up at some point. Why use this over n8n? Well, this has a lot more functionality in terms of creating uh, programmable stuff. So you can create your own workflows, your own custom actions, all of that, all of that, all of that. And then just like we can pass information back and forth from Think Automation to n8n, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. So I can create my tools in C sharp, launch it from here. I also have um, Flow or FME Workbench, which is FME Form. Flow is like their server. You haven't seen me use this in a very long time, so if we were to do FME Form and just to do like a screenshot, same concept. Are they going to show me the actual picture or? Of course not. Yeah, they are. Okay, same concept as n8n, right? So you have like these nodes that you plug into in and out, but this is so much more powerful. You can create, just like in Think Automation Studio, you can create your own apps, or your own act or your own actions to launch from the API endpoint trigger. Same thing here. You can actually create your own what is called um transformation modules, nodes. Transform let me see, transformers, right? So a transformer is just basically it takes an input and modifies it and then gives it output, right? That's what these workflows are. There's readers, there's writers. You can convert any data source to a data source. Um, here's my dilemma though. Like AI agents replace a lot of that functionality. It's like, why are you making your life hard when you could just send the data to an agent and let it figure it out, right? And relinquish that control. Well, one, I know if I program the solution, I'm getting consistency, right? It's not going to break if whatever LLM provider decides to make changes, they put up more guardrails or whatever, right? Or if the bot is down, right? So there's that. So it's just give and take. All right. So from Win Automation, like before, this is our workflow base. No, our workflow ID, test webhook base. Actually, this is the entire thing. No, it's not the entire thing because it's just the URL. I'm thinking about the curl command. And our production URL, and of course, this corresponds to test URL for testing, and of course, production URL for production. Okay, and this gives us a box where we put all the URLs we want to scrape. I don't think. Oh, we have to split our list into our text into lists because the input dialog is not a list. It's just one big glob of text that we have to split by a new line character, or is it return character? I don't remember. It's one or the other. Same difference. Um, and again, I'm still tripping over this because I didn't have my loop in the right place. And the reason why I didn't notice it before is because we only did the testing. We didn't actually do production. If it was a production run, it would have the program would have ended immediately because like why are there no iterations in here? But anyways, okay. So here is our command builder. So we have our test command, and of course we have our region for test and our region for production to correspond with each URL. The only difference is the URL, right? So we have our test command URL, and we have an error in here. Let me see what it says. Crawl API does not exist. Crawl for is because we no longer need it. We can disable this, and I think it was this one. N8n API key, and then the website, current website item. Yes, so that's our original. We won't bother with API keys anymore. At least when it comes to crawl for AI. Well, never say never. I might actually Dockerize it tomorrow. Who knows? Probably not, but who knows? Okay, so let's get started. We're going to do a simple test run on NBCnews.com. So we'll do the entire workflow. Okay, and then we're going to do start. Let me see here, just in case. Get back over here. Okay. All right. So we'll do two URLs. A test run will only do one iteration. So it's only going to do yahoo.com because for some reason when automation they do their list backwards. Instead of abcnews.com first, it'll do yahoo.com first. Even though I'm putting two items in here, it's only going to do one because again, n8n on test runs only do one iteration. Okay. We're going to press OK. And if we look at our command, curl command. So this is our entire command formatted. We could test this. And as you can see, actually, I'm wrong. It actually did it right this time. I don't know. When automation is hella random. So that's our URL that we're going to scan or crawl or scrape. And we put this side by side over here. And if we look at, you see where it says waiting for trigger event, we're going to press next step. And that worked or went through. So why'd you stop here? Okay. So again, like before, crawl for AI only gives a task ID, right? Doesn't necessarily wait until it's done scraping for it to continue. So it stores this task ID where I don't know because I didn't install any database servers. Maybe in some config file or whatever. And so with this task ID, because you can always recall the task ID later. And it also enables like parallel processing and stuff like that, and you just refer to the task ID. The test step, this doesn't do anything but wait 5 seconds. We'll just wait for 5 seconds. Did this move up here? Oh, come on. Okay, here. All right. Did it kill the other data? It sure did. Do I have to do a production run? All right, so here is where you see where this IP address is. This is my API endpoint, right? And an API endpoint. So with my task ID, which I get from this node right here, the initial crawl. So when it starts crawling, you get a task ID. So the ID goes here programmatically, of course. That's why it's in double braces. It's JavaScript code. And it's basically once you query this task endpoint with your task ID, you'll get some JSON in here, and then it'll be like a status. I think it's status. It'll say complete or non-complete. If it's complete, this is what this if statement is for. If it's complete, it goes here. If it's not complete, it goes down here, and it loops around and waits 5 more seconds. So essentially, if it's not done, we're going to wait until the crawling is finished. Okay. All right. Should we do a production run? What does this do? I don't have this doing anything right now. Yeah, let's do, well, we're not gonna do a production run. Let's do another run. I don't know why it didn't. All All right, let me put you on over here. We're gonna start here. Let's just do www. Yeah. Oh, I may have malformed. No, I have it right. You have to make sure you put in the http / dot yahoo.com. So it's stopping here. Do I need to do this? It's going to kill it. It's not going to get the data because it wipes out. I don't know why it's doing that. 5 seconds. Oh, genius. These are not connected. Of course. I was wondering what the I'm not crazy. All right. Let's go again. Test workflow. You can't see win automation because it's on my next monitor, but http / www.yahoo.com. Okay. Wait 5 seconds. And it is done scraping. Jacuita, how's it going? All right, so it is done scraping. That's why I went up to here. So if we look at the JSON, the status completed. And that's why it went up here. And if it was still scraping, it would go down here. And here, let's see, our task ID. This is our task ID. B26E. Our task ID is what we get from here. B26E. I hope that makes sense. Okay, so now that we have scraped nothing because we didn't bring anything in here. If we go back actually here in our second part, so this is the entire front page of yahoo.com that got scraped. Of course, here is our responsibility to process the front page. Now, of course, I don't know. Well, I'm sure there are settings that or configurations that we can do to scrape X amount of pages, do pagination and stuff like that. So pagination is basically, where it says at the bottom of the screen, kind of like next page, or you have like those numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, blah blah blah. That's what pagination is. Just goes to the next page automatically. Okay. So if it's done scraping, can we put a comment here? Maybe, or nope. Okay. Oh, so that's how they do it. Can you change the notes color? You can. I don't like these colors though. Okay. Okay, I got you. Been wondering how they did that. All right, so let's say oh, you can use Markdown in here? Did not know that. Okay, so if scraping is complete, ... And then we'll just how do we make this largest? 3. Yeah, that's better. Kind of prettify this. Okay. True is, and you can see it if I zoom in here. If scraping is complete, true, go up here, false is down there. All right. So what do we want to do with our data? Matter of fact, let's create a Reddit scraper, right? Let's say I want to, and again, the purpose of this workflow specifically is to kind of create like an infinite content creation machine function, not server, but whatever, right? And we can scrape anything. So let's say, like on TikTok, you have like those Am I the asshole sort of videos. And it has kind of like Subway Surfers in the background playing, or they have Minecraft in the background playing. But all those, or at least most of those, come off of Reddit. So what we can do, at least I think, um, well, first of all, let's get rid of this. What does this do? I'm losing my mind here. Oh, we're not going to get to that because it didn't loop around because it finished the scraping on the first try. It's actually pretty fast right now. All right, so let's create. I don't think we don't need to split out right now. Let's create an AI agent. And what this AI agent is going to do, I didn't tell you to go there. I want you here. Let's put you here. And what this AI agent is going to do is it's going to go on the internet and it's going to look for posts. It's going to look for posts the latest, or let's pick one. We're just going to do one. We're going to start at one. All right, so we're going to rename this. Let's rename this as Reddit. Am I the asshole story finder? Right? Can we resize this? I don't think so. I don't think so. Okay, that's fine. It doesn't matter. All right. So we're gonna need a bot. We're gonna need a bot that has tool use enabled. I mean 4.0 is so expensive. So expensive. All right. Just for science. We'll go with 4.0. Okay. That's our bot. That's gonna be playing as our agent, our LLM. Memory. I think memory. We're gonna go with Windows buffer memory until we can't. So the Windows buffer memory is usually used as attached to a chat trigger. We're not using a chat trigger for this workflow because we're using a webhook for this workflow, right? We're using a curl command to kick this all off. We're not using a chat. Let's save. And I mean, I guess we could, but then we wouldn't have a way of transferring that data back. I mean, we could use Jetpack, but anyways. And then now we need a set of tools to enable our bot to do its thing, right? And this is where we leave it, right? We're not going to guide it. We're not going to tell it what to do or anything. Well, we're going to give it a goal and then it's going to figure it out. Okay, so the very first thing, we're going to use the SERP API. Actually, I don't know. Let's just keep it there for now. We have a SERP API account. And SERP API is basically Google's search API, right? It allows us to do searching. And then we need our crew for AI. How did I do that before? Oh, just HTTP requests. Come on, dude. I can put that here. Yes. Yes, I can. Okay. And we'll put you on over here. All right. And then I don't actually no. So what I'm thinking is that you know how this HTTP request is asking for a URL. We can create a list ourselves manually, or we can use Google Search API and we can see if we can use Google Dorks to scrape multiple URLs, and have it search something. All right. Let's put you down here. I guess it doesn't really matter that much. Okay. And then we'll save and we'll rename this. Hmm, scrape URLs from Google search. I don't know if it's the best way of doing this, but to be determined. And that's about it. Oh, actually, we have to. Okay. Okay. So we have to find it and then we have to process it. Let's see. Hmm. You know what? You know what? Let's disable this. Actually, no, let's just take it out. Let's just take it out. Because we're just working with a single link right now. Right? I don't want to start working in batches. We'll keep that for the batch version. Okay. So with our link, we can either provide actually no, um we're just going to provide a link ourselves. We'll do the Google search and stuff in the batches because I want the batch version to grab all of those Google search links and then process them one by one. Um, Let me not get ahead of myself. Okay. We're not going to be scraping from Google. Scrape Reddit or am I the asshole uh subreddit page for story. Okay, save. Um and then the URL is going to be the same as here because this is what we provided from Win Automation. So we want to keep that the same. We're not going to hard code. We're not going to hard code the Am I the Asshole subreddit page because, of course, I wanted to be flexible. Mm-hmm. All right. And we're just going to put you there. Right. That's never going to change until Reddit either kills the subreddit or the URL changes. No authentication. Let me see here. Let's see. And this is defined below. Okay. I'm trying to think. This is where I put in my prompt. We have our scrape data. Oh. So it's only scraping one page so far. And we can process this JSON. I want the agent to decide. Yeah, I want the agent to decide. Choose one story because the LLM can parse this crap out. Choose one story from the Am I the Asshole? Is it? I keep forgetting the damn. AITA. subreddit and return choose one story based on on what you think is an entertaining and juicy title, and return that URL. Now I don't know what JSON, how the JSON is going to be formatted coming back from the site, so we have to run a test. I'm not going to choose. Actually, yeah, we have to test this out because I don't know how it's going to come back. We can't just leave it out there naked. Give us something. All right, so now webhook. So our response is not going to be immediately. It's going to be when the you know what? Yeah, when the last node finishes, when we get that data back, and then and let me just make sure we have everything up and running here. We should get that back in our command output. Workflow was started. So that was the immediate. So you get that message as you saw me in the webhook where it says immediately when the response. That's why we got that message. But when now it's set on when the last node finishes, which is down here. This will be the last node that finished. So whatever the data that would come out here, if we wanted to continue processing, gets returned to webhook, which gets returned to WinAutomation, and that'll get stored in a variable to be stored in a text file, whatever. Right. Let me make sure. Okay, so we have to test to see what URL and JSON result. I'm missing something here. What am I missing? What am I missing? Wait, why? Oh, it's asking me something different. Posts. Well, we're not making changes, so just get, I think. Okay. Okay. Yeah, just a description. Okay. This agent will determine which story to scrape based on the URL from the JSON return from the previous HTTP request node. Okay. All right. Let's test it out so we can see how the JSON is going to turn out. Okay. So here we're going to start. Let's move you on over here. Okay. Put you here. Now, why? Okay. And test workflow. And then start. Okay. So now it's scraping the front page, that is. No ID session, no session ID found. Error in subnode Windows buffer memory. Oh, I thought I changed this. Okay, there is a, hold on. There's a JSON. Random code generator. I need to document this. All right. So basically what this does is it uses it creates a random 10-digit number. Since we're not using a chat node, it doesn't matter what number it is. So, and since it won't continue without a session ID, we're just going to generate one dynamically. Okay, save. All right, let's go again. We'll save, toss that, and then let's go again. Okay. And then let's get the site again. And we'll paste in here. Okay, and run it. Okay. Okay. So now it's going through. Okay. The endpoint's maximum context is 128,000 tokens. However, you requested about 164,000. What the heck? What the hell did this? Hold on. Okay. I don't think this is 100 and. Okay. I forgot about this part here. They don't have next pages. They just pretty much have an infinite scroll. So this would keep scrolling forever and ever and ever. Okay. The endpoint's maximum context length is you've requested about 164,000. 81 of the tool input. Please reduce the length of either one or use middle out transform to compress your prompt. The middle out transform? I don't. That's not going to solve our problem because we pretty much have infinite. Let me see what it give us. What did it give us? It'll be here, right? Yeah. Yeah, it's lagging. Okay. All right. Let's see. Very first question. Can the SERP API process Google Docs? Google Docs is pretty much just search hacking where you use like operators and parentheses and quotes and binary operators like and or so on and so forth. Okay, you can use advanced search operators like site and title and URL, file type, curl, cache. Return structured. Okay. Google has anti-scraping measures, and some dorks may trigger captures or rate limits. Oh, wait. My goddamn phone was eavesdropping.
It appears you're asking about anti-scraping measures.
Shut up.
Potentially how they relate to trigger captures or weight limits. Here's a breakdown. Anti-scraping measures. What they are. Websites implement anti-scraping.
And why can't I find Gemini to turn it off?
From extracting large amounts of
data. Really?
This is crucial for protecting valuable data, preventing server.
Okay. Gotta be careful around these damn phones. What doesn't work? Duke's related to may not return results. Okay. All right. So let's do. I think. So I know site. Dot. Actually, no. We're just gonna do this site here. I think we can do that as is, and then we can do what else? How do we do a Google Dork for today? Okay, so let's do. Here's my Google Dork. So far, I want to add a date modifier to only retrieve. I know I spelled that wrong. EIEVE, I think. That's definitely wrong. To retrieve today's post. Oh no, don't retrieve today's date. Yeah, let's start with that. Google doesn't have a direct date modifier for dorks, but you can use the tools menu in Google search to filter. But no. However, for Google Dorks plus SERP API, you can add use before and after. For today's results, subreddit Reddit. Okay. All right. So let's test this on out. And hopefully it doesn't. Hopefully, if we run out of context again, just for today's results, I don't know, guys. Let me think. We may need another. Yeah, we're gonna need another. Okay, hold on. So let's put you here, and then we're gonna break this connection here. Let's move you on over. All right, so let's create another AI agent. And this is to Google search Google search result pull. I don't know. Yeah. Single pull. I think I think I only want to go one page. So again, we're gonna need the open routers. You see how expensive this can get just with API calls. We'll put you here. Let's put you on up here, actually. Memory, same thing. Trigger node, but we're going to use the exact same JavaScript as before. Okay, put you here. And then we're going to go to define below an expression for JavaScript expression. Okay. And does it have a description? It does not. That's fine. Do I really need? Yeah, maybe not. I don't know. And then we're going to do an HTTP request for our crawl. All right, so this agent's purpose is to pull a result from the Google search API. That's it. And then we'll rename this to Google search result full single result. Maybe a little redundant since our entire agent is called that up there. We don't have this filled in yet because, well, we could just copy from here actually. Here. Yeah. Result URL, an expression. It's in red because it doesn't have any data to cross-reference, but that's fine. It will. Okay. And then once we do our single page pull, then we're going to go to this site. Let me zoom in here. Maybe not that much. Move you on down here. Okay. So once we have our page pull or our link, our URL, let me chat trolled. Okay. You will select one link. One link. Choose the link that sounds the most controversial. This may not even work at all, guys, but actually I'm confident it'll work. I really am. Okay. So this just pulls the search links. We gave it the SERP API. Did I? So this HTTP is calling. It's from the URL. We don't have the tools. What is this calling? You can use placeholder for any of these place. Hold on. I'm confusing myself here. That's from the URL. Get, but what is it getting? I don't see. You see, like here on these HTTP requests here, right? It gives you a URL, but we don't know. Like, you can use HTTP requests as a tool, but what is it reaching from? I don't understand. Let's see. That's the whole point, because the agent does the work. So as long as I give it, oh man. Okay, hold on. Here. So this will be our initial crawl. This goes to, this will have to go, oh man, Kenny. I want to change this entire thing, ain't I? SERP API. How do I call? Hold on, let me figure out. SERP API endpoint. How do I call it? My mind is blanking because I'm confused. I'm confusing shit on myself. Let's see. Curl. All right, so this is our endpoint. Okay, I do have to change it. All right. So instead of it scraping the file directly, that'll be the search, the curl there. Give me a second, guys. I'm just trying to think my way through it, because I'm doing multiple. I think I'm passing through like 3 APIs at this point. I think. All right, let's break this connection. Let's break this one. Let's move you on down here. And we'll actually call this call crawl for AI. And then we're going to have another HTTP request here and break this connection, put you here, and we'll rename this to call SERP API, right? And then the curl command, which is this. Did I misclick? I did. Okay. Now how do I put? Okay. So let's ask ChatGPT. All right. Let's modify this curl command to or for use of our Google Dork. Okay, that's our query. What is that? English language. Let's see. Ensures the results are from the last QDRD. Where the hell is that? Whatever. Oh, that's our Q. TBS. I don't know where this is. Remove location parameter. Don't need that. Kept. Ensures results in English and okay. All right. And all right. So convert to Windows compatible for cmd.exe. I know I should be using PowerShell. I know. Bad habits. No, we're not. No. Single line command only. I really hate using carrots. I'd rather just deal with the nonsense here. This single line nonsense. Okay. So I have to call I have to call the search first. So we have to do this. Actually, let's do this. Let's go ahead and kill this one. We'll stop this. We'll save. Put you on over here. And we will make a copy. And we will call this web scraper. We'll call this story finder. Reddit. Okay. Let me. Well, before I put in my API key, I just want to make sure I have everything formed correctly. I'm gonna have to take it off of screen share when I do that. So it'll just be like 10 seconds, guys. Okay, so all of this will stay the same. API key workflow, all that stays the same. And then the sites. You know what? We can do set variable, and then we can do let's see. Yeah, because it's gonna have to call the SERP API query, SERP API service using query header or the field. Not exactly header, but we will call this We'll call this query. So right now, what we're doing is we're crafting our curl command, but we're crafting it for the SERP API endpoint. Okay. And let's see. Oh. So we need a curl command for the webhook or the webhook webhook. And then in that webhook, we have to embed our query, our search query. Okay, this is new. Let's just do what we're going to do is we're just going to run this really quick here. We'll just do test, right? And we'll stop. We just want to get what our test command will look like, right? All right. So this is our webhook information here. This is our n8n API key. I'm not worried about that because it's only running local anyways. So that's a header. That's a header. And of course, we can always ask ChatGPT or whoever to validate. We'll call this SERP API. I don't think we can have spaces. That's fine. SERP API query. And then it will be this. It'll be this string here with the Q. Actually, no. No, we don't need to include the Q because we can craft that in n8n. Okay. What else do we need? Oh man. Oh, we might actually need to, because we need this entire thing here. Yeah, let's do that. We'll find out if we can do it or not. This episode of Dragon Ball Z. This curl command can get out of control quickly. DH. SERP API query. I'm getting ideas on how to craft these states and stuff like that to do it dynamically. Be here. That's correct. And then we can put the rest of these. Actually, so the question I'm asking myself, do I want Win Automation to generate this URL, this curl command that's embedded inside of another curl command, or do I want to do that with n8n? I think I want to do with that with Win Automation, because what's the point if I'm not going to do it? So let's do. Oh, all these double quotes are scaring me. I'm not liking all these double quotes. God, there's so many double quotes. What does the D stand for? I think that's data. What does the -D stand for? Data, yeah. Okay. I'm tempted to just throw. You know what? Let's just throw the entire thing in there. Why not? Let's do that. This is probably a huge mistake. Matter of fact, I know it is because I know I'm going to have issues with double quotes. Let's try double quotes. Maybe this works. Maybe this doesn't, and it probably doesn't. We'll say SERP API curl command. Okay. Don't be mad at me. I'm using n8n and when automation. I need to call the SERP API from n8n to scrape a Reddit page. But in order to do that, I need a separate curl command to query the SERP API. Since I am using a webhook trigger in n8n, this process requires 2 curl commands, one embedded inside the other. Again, please don't be mad at me. Please validate this curl command. There may or may not be a little issue with double quotes. Then we put our command in there. Look at this curl command. It's getting ridiculous. We could just test it. No, we can't. I see what you're doing. Sending a SERP query as a nested curl command inside n8n trigger via when automation. The main issue is a double quoting inside the SERP API curl command header, which can break the command execution. Fix command. Remove double quotes before ensure proper escaping. Uh-oh. Again. Only single line command. No carrots. Now, at this point was where I've done this before. This is where it'll start hallucinating, right? We're 2 levels deep into the inception. For those of you ever seen like if you ever seen Inception, you know what I'm talking about. But there was like an illustration on like the levels of Inception. So we're kind of like in the second level. We're embedding a curl command inside of another curl command. So our curl command is inside of a header. This SERP API curl command here. And we pass that down to our HTTP request to send to query the SERP API. API. Why not just do this from n8n? And this way you don't have an issue with nested curl commands. Just have n8n do it. Well, yeah, but I want to generate this dynamically. I want to, or programmatically is what I'm looking for. And I don't want to, I just want n8n. I want to do as least processing in n8n as possible. Right? I don't want to be tethered to n8n. I'd rather be tethered to Win Automation, not n8n. Okay. Again, only a single, no carrots. All right. So we'll see how this goes. All right. Now we'll see if it's hallucinating or not. All right. So from here, oh, I have to place out my Actually, I could just do this in Postman. Just do it in Postman. Why do you keep asking me that every time? All right, so import curl command. We don't have uh what am I thinking? We don't have an API key set for our SERP API. I just want to see if this works, right? I'm gonna put this off to the side. And n8n, where are you? Here. Okay. Okay. And then here, and we're going to test listen. What's the issue? Okay, let's disconnect this first. Save. Oh, come on. All right. Go away. Okay. And then we send this. All right. So it worked. Double quotes and air quotes. So our curl command is here. So we'll have to process this. Sir API command. Okay, good. And then we'll do this. And so it took it out of the quotes is just for the field. Okay, I got you. Um I'm thinking for a second here. Call SERP API. It asks for a URL. I think yeah, we have to cut it down. Or do we? I'm not sure. Test. Um, we have the right idea, but instead of using n8n for this part, we could just call SERP API directly. We could just do that. And this way we don't have to embed we don't have to embed a curl command inside of another. So what does that mean? So that means from Win Automation, we call this curl command to launch our webhook trigger in n8n. Before this, we could call the SERP API with this exact command. Just trying to figure it out. That's fine. And then the dates, I'm not worried about like the dynamic dates and stuff like that. We can figure that out later. Who, buddy? We're gonna be transforming a whole bunch of stuff. Okay. All right, and then once we get okay. All right, so now I have to put in the API key, guys. Give me 1 second. I'll be right back. 30 seconds or less, hopefully. Maybe. All right, let me put this in here. So here, query str serp API key. And then that. Now I have to do it this way because I just know some wise ass is looking. Even though I could invalidate it like as soon as the live stream go on. But what if it turns out to be like a 5-hour live stream, which it could be, right? And be like, oh, I got him. And then I can't. My Google account is banned forever. Where is it? What it? Okay, now I'm looking for my damn API key file. Here and here. There's that one. Oh, come on. No. I may have to get another SERP API key. All right, no problem. SERP API key here. Sign in, and sign in. Okay, and then put you here, and then under Google. Okay. And then we'll put this here. What is the problem? Variable name only accepts a variable. Okay, so we can't do dashes and variable names. What about underscores? We can do underscores. Good. Okay, SERP API key. All right, and then we'll just hide that there. Okay, we're good. Share screen, entire screen. Hold on, let me put this away. And let me put this away. Okay. All right. Let's put you on over here. Okay, let's craft another. Actually, yeah, we'll do both. We'll say str curl serp API command. We only use a one. This is the test. This is going to be outside of the test region because it's going to be relevant to both the test and production of n8n. So let's craft our command. So we know. Let's just put this down here. Okay. X post when hook, so that'll be this long string here. Accept plain text. Yep. Content multi-port form data. Yes. Our API key. Yes and yes. Here and here. And then, oh, what am I doing? No. This we don't need this. All right. Let's do it this way then. I wonder, do I need Do I need to initialize the variables first? It'll be curl get and then str serp a API endpoint, something like that. -d -d, and this will be str am I the asshole subreddit subreddit URL. Okay, and then we'll do sd q equals that am I the asshole? And this is a space, right? Just to make sure it is. Okay. And then we'll say str after date, and then space str before date. Shay, how's it going? I'm just trying to create an infinite content creation machine. That's all. Nothing too ambitious. The great thing about this is that, one, you'll never have to think of content creation ideas ever again, because it'll be flexible with any website, as long as you have Win Automation and n8n and internet access. But yeah, this is still the easy part. The hard part is going to be trying to automate video editing offline. There are API services where you can use, it'll create videos for you, but I want to use my own tools: Photoshop, Premiere, Resolve, After Effects. I want to automate my own tools to create videos for me. Can it be done? Yes. How hard would it be? We have yet to find out. All right, so we have an AI API endpoint, our subreddit URL, our before date, our after date, and our before date. So we're here. So what we're doing is we're creating variables for all of these places in our query. All right, so -d. These are going to always be the same, so I'm not going to create a variable for these. These will never change. All right. D GL equals US. Yeah, that's never changing. -d Google _ domain equals google.com. And again, we could use ChatGPT to validate all of our commands. All right. And then -d. I don't know what this TBS equals QDR stands for, but that's never changing. -d. Okay. And then Wait. So it'll be double quotes here. Let me just put this here just in case because we're coming across triple quotes. And I think this was before. Is this the one? Hold on, let me see. Let me make sure. So we're looking at our command here, our API key, website URL test. Wait, why is that? Hold on. I think we're working with incorrect information. Yeah, somewhat. Put that here. No, this is the same. I think. No, it's not because why are these triple quoted and these are not? Okay. So as far as here, dash D. What the heck? Oh no, he put them all in a. Oh goodness. Well, we can have them validated. That's not a problem. Okay. API secret key. I forgot what the hell I even called. Hold on. Let me move. Let me move this off screen. So I can have my. It is str query. Okay, let me put you here. API key is this. And what other pieces? Website URL. Okay, and then F. Website underscore URL. Website URL equals. Wait, what? Why do I have that? I don't need that, do I? Let me check the documentation. I don't think I need that. Hold on. It might just bring me back to the page I was just at. Endpoint. API endpoint. Okay, there it is. And that'll be here. Okay, just the API key. Gotcha. Okay, Google domain. Why am I putting? What is this for? Oh, this is for something else. We don't need this for our for the SERP API. There's a variable I'm missing. Okay, and that'll be this part here. Okay, let me see. SERP API search. No, that's correct. Confusing myself again. Site Reddit. Okay, so it'll be Q. Yeah. Okay, I got you. Where is it? I just saw you. There you are. Okay, so that will be this piece here. str query. And the rest of these variables haven't been created yet. I think we're good. I think. I still have to create the variables. Query after date, before date. Blah, 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 blah. Okay. All right, so let's create the rest of these variables. Let's move you on over here. All right, so we'll say set variable. Yeah, got. And we'll move you on up here. We'll place you in there later. All right, so str API endpoint, that's done. Str query is done. Str after date. Str after date. I could just copy it from here, can't I? And then how was that formatted? That was formatted as okay. So 2025 -02 -27. And then we could say, oh, this is a mess. After. I don't think I'm going to deal with these dates anymore. I'm going to have to, but I really don't want to, because the way that Google has them formed, it's weird. Well, it's not weird, but you know, America doesn't normally do theirs. Usually like month, day, year instead of year, month, date. Before date. So after the 27th and before the 29th, which doesn't actually exist, but whatever. We could change that easily. Google, none of that changes, and SERP API key. Okay. All right. So our prompt or our command here, we should be able to just copy this because it'll let us know if there's anything missing. And something's missing. SERP API endpoint does not exist. Let's see. It sure doesn't. Just in case they decide to change it, which they won't. Maybe they won't. And again, we could just put this here, put that here, and the value would be TTPS SERP API.com/search. Okay, I think we're good now. Now we should be able to, well, we still have to test it out. And then from here, we do string SERP API command. And then we disable that one. Okay. All right. Let's get going. Of course, it would do it anyways. All right. We're just going to change the API key after. I don't care. Input the sites. Do we still? No. Well, SERP API, no, because we don't have any sites to provide. Might as well put these up here now. We'll just fix that. Okay, and we don't need to split the text. And we don't need the loops anymore either. What now? Current website does not exist. Yeah, we don't need that because we're using this one. Okay, let's go again. And we're not actually going to run the command. We just want to make sure our curl string is good. All right, let's see. Please. Has a syntax error? Yeah. After. Did I put after and after? Of course I did. I sure did. And before. All right, let's go again. Okay. And let's do it again. Still has syntax errors. Just was wrong. Unclosed quotes. Unclosed quotes. All right, let's take a look. Duplicate D inside of Q. All right. Got to validate the command before we run it. All right, so here, that's true. Wait, is that unclosed? The D dash cause the command to break. Okay. So we go back to our command here. Stop. Sorry, guys. This is the annoying part of programming. It's the testing. All right. So D query. Yes. After date, before date. So that handles that. What's next? Duplicate D inside of Q. So that's closed. Fix this camera. What was fixed? Blah, blah, blah. Okay. All right. So we can copy this back. Put that back in there. All right. Let's go again. All right. And then we're going to test our command here. Your curl command. Oh my goodness. Because they're placed outside of the queue. All right. Let's see. Get SERP API. The great thing about like testing is like you find out a lot about the technology and what it can and can't do. All right, so that's correct. D, and that's the entire thing goes in quotes. The entire thing. So not here, but here. Okay. All right. Thank goodness for ChatGPT and all these other tools, because oof. All right. What was the other one? Wrapped URL in quotes. All right. Let's go again. Because I'd be having one hell of a time trying to figure it out, looking up documentation and everything, which actually enhances learning, but it's just annoying. You know, a 30-minute project could easily turn into a 5 to 10 hour one. Okay. All right, cool. All right. And so now that we have this command here, we should be able to bring this into Postman and then run it. Okay, good. Am I the asshole? Read the lyric link. Okay. This is the first page, I presume. Position 10. Other pages 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Okay. Cert pagination. It does. So the great thing about this, you can have an agent and just say like traverse over the first 10 pages. It only retrieves the first 10 pages. So you can say like go over the 10 pages and choose, some stories that sound salacious or something like that. Um, yeah. So the Google Dork works. One, we got the first page results back. I think that's all we're interested in because we can just adjust the date. Um, yeah. Okay. So now that we got that running, um, we have to trigger n8n. Um, we're not using multiple links here, so we can kill this because SERP API is good enough for us. We are going to need the mm, actually okay. We didn't get the command output because we stopped the program there. Let's put this here. At least I think that's where it goes. Let's put that there. And then we're going to say we're going to run the serve command first, then get its results like so, because we can copy this, right? Yeah, we can. And we'll put this in another text file. Go away. So now that's our query. Search information, yes. Organic results. Okay. A catharsis for a frustrated moral philosopher in all of us, and a place finally found out. All right, whatever that means. Would I be the asshole if I kicked out the woman that my BIL just brought? Okay, I don't know what BIL stands for. Am I the asshole for riding a regular coaster bike on the sidewalk? Am I the asshole for kicking my addict friend out in the middle of whatever? Okay. Y'all get the idea. So now our challenge is we can put this into like a temporary file, bring that in with us into n8n. Yeah, I like that. I don't want to bring all of this text into as a query. I don't want to do that. That's awful. Just make it a file and then pull the text out from the file and then just have an agent just go over it and pick out the URL and then return that. All right, let's try that. See if that works. All right, so command output. All right, now from command output, we're going to create a comment here. Matter of fact, our first curl command retrieves the Google search result to be placed in command output. Actually, I actually think it's better to just put it. God damn it. Actually, no. Let's put them on the desktop, and then we'll say, we'll call this search results.txt. And since our working folder is the desktop, the text file should go there. Should. We'll find out. The reason why we use redirection instead of like file output, because file output on CMD can only be so many characters. I've ran into this problem before with n8n, so that's why if you do the redirection, it'll never hit the C out or the command out or terminal or however you want to say it. So you won't hit that limit. It'll automatically, what would have been going to the terminal output will stream to the folder instead, thus bypassing the command window's character limitation. Okay. Result to be redirected to a search results text file on the desktop. Okay. All right. That's done. All right, let's go again. Let's make sure this works first. Now, please work. Search result.txt, 0 in there. Okay, so what does our command output say? Nothing. So it says rejected malform input to a URL function. What? It says malformed. Just double check before and after occurring. Malformed. Malformed input to a URL function. What's crazy is I put this exact command. Let's try it again. Import. We're going to put this exact command in the Postman. Yeah. I don't understand. Why am I getting malformed? Oh, this could be a CMD issue. God damn it. This could be a CMD issue again. And how it handles the curl command is correct, but how command.exe handling it is not. Okay. So for that curl command, CMD gave me this error. since I know this curl command is correctly working, test the end postman. I'm not worried about the incorrect spelling. ChatGPT will fix that. Test it in postman. I know the issue is with CMD. Yep. Try this fully special characters. God. Is there an ampersand in here? I flipping hate this part. No ampersand. I know CMD has huge issues with ampersand. CMD treats ampersand. Where are you seeing that? Encoded issues sometimes have encoded problems with certain characters. PowerShell. I know. I know. It's just the CMD issue is better in terms of win automation because we get to track what the output, all outputs. Because we can use no, we can't use a curl command with PowerShell. Just to test that. I watch it works. It'll work today. Dude, come on. And if we were to do curl command here, and if we were to do that, that doesn't work, of course. It's the older version, right? What the hell is the other PowerShell? There you are. What the hell are you hiding? If I do that, yeah. Maybe a screenshot will be better. We know the issue isn't the curl command. We know it's not. Same error with PowerShell. Because how it handles quotes, treats double quotes inside arguments differently. No, I don't want to deal with PowerShell. Okay. Actually, I want to let it fix the command for me because I don't want to do it manually. Not unless I absolutely have to. For your fix for CMD, apply that to this automation action. All right. Let's go again. Put you in here. All right. And on desktop, we'll delete the file. Still reject it. Okay, so we'll just go down this thread until it comes up with the correct fix. If not, then we'll start a whole nother window and do it again. The malform input to a URL function error is usually called that. Okay. He says escaped. I shouldn't be seeing any characters here. He's escaping them with what? I don't think this is correct, but let's try it. If they had one for PowerShell as powerful as the command.exe, I would use that because PowerShell doesn't have like the same character limits and stuff like that. Okay. Yeah. Still rejected. Hold on, let me run it again just to make sure I saved. Mm-hmm. Yeah. str after date, str before date may be expanding incorrectly. No, no. Actually, I should have given him some context for that. I should have put sorry, I didn't give you context before, but on the last run, this was the expanded command. Okay. Removed unnecessary carrots. If when automation expands, CMD would pass it correctly. I already know it is the problem. That's not the problem. Try running this CMD without the variables. No, I already know. Command works. Expanded. Already tested. The Postman. I need it to work with this in the terminal or CMD. Let me be specific because there's actually a program called Terminal Windows. I think it's a fork of CMD. All right, let's go again. Once we get this part, it's pretty much an easy breeze at this point. At that point, please. Still rejected. Okay, let's do it. Let's do it a different way because I have a feeling. So this is expanded. This is the variables. So actually, no. All right. Let's just keep the hard-coded string here. Wait a second. Where are the quotes? Kenny. What the fuck, dude? It's not. What is this? What is this? Amateur hour? What are you doing? Quotes go here. All right, let's try this. I'm willing to bet that was the issue. Dude. Here. Delete the file. Okay, maybe not. Okay, I know we made progress though, because what the fuck? Well, maybe it was already, I don't know. But now we know this is correct. This part is correct anyways. You know what? Let's just hard code it. Let's just hard code it. Because really this part's not gonna change. Okay, so D query string. So that's your entire query string, DHLEN. This string works. We know this string works. Yep, this entire thing is in double quotes. This entire thing's in double quotes. Dash D HLEN dash D GL equals US dash D Google underscore domain blah blah Google underscore domain, yep, Google.com dash D uh-huh HEHLEN dash TGL equals US dash dash D TBS yes dash D API key, no spaces, all double quotes. And again, and if we run this command inside of Postman, and if we import again, I swear I'm not trying to run. And come on. And it runs successfully. So that's correct. This is correct. And this is exactly the same as this one, because I'm looking at the lengths right now. So this is correct, but we can delete that. So how am I getting a malformed? Actually, let's run in the command prompt directly. And then we'll run this. Yeah. Okay. So let's start a whole new chat. And we'll do wait, wait a second. Okay, I was about to say. Postman runs this command successfully, but CMD or Windows CMD and PowerShell is giving me the following. And I really don't like I wish I could cut off the memory because it may be referring to like false information in the past. I really don't want to delete the page, but let's copy this. All right. Actually, let's ask the exact same question to Claude since we have access to both. No reason why we can't ask both. 3.7. Okay. Problem is related to URL parameters, particularly with a duplicate. What? Why does it say duplicate? Here's the fixed version from Windows. Why does it say duplicate though? After, before. The issue was in your parameter query parameter where you had after. What? after, and before. I removed the duplicates. Hold on. Am I crazy? No, this is the exact same string. What'd you change? Copy, paste. Let's see. Tuesday. Oh, wait, what? No. All right. You know what I think I did? I think probably Postman autocorrects. So if I look here, endpoint string, after date. Hold on, let me see here. After, no, these are not duplicates. I don't know how that got there. I don't know how that got there. But let's try to run it. No. Well, we're gonna figure this one out. That has native curl command for power, not PowerShell. As you can. You can escape characters. No, we're not doing that. Problem is how Windows command interprets colon characters. Let me provide you with working solution. Okay. Nope. Did you change anything at all? There is the PowerShell equivalent, which is annoying. Try this modified command. We do have a PowerShell script command. All right, what does ChatGPT say? Yeah, I don't know how that duplicate got in there. Use URL encoding. Return character like spaces and colons with a URL. Use curls data URL encode flag. Just let's. Okay, let's try this. Okay, that worked. All right, so 3.0 high worked. All right, so let's see. What's the difference here? Wait, where did my did I lose it? That's all right. That is okay. We'll delete that. Matter of fact, and we'll keep that, all the other stuff for now. All right. And this is where you should document, like for these little gotchas that are very specific. Why does it says Kotlin? That's not Kotlin. And why does it says Perl? Yeah. Okay. Okay. Data URL encode. Okay. We can take this out. And we can take this out. I honestly don't know how those duplicates got in there. Data URL encode. After, before. And then just to test this out again, we're going to CLS. And then again. Okay. So we know it works. And then we're going to say, we'll do it manually. We'll try that first. Okay. We'll keep this the same. Okay. Dash data encode. Q string query. After date, before date. Yep, and all that's entire things in double quotes. Same thing here. Dash CHL equals EN, dash CGL equals yes, and yes, dash D, TBS QDR Q, and yes. All right. Fingers crossed. Okay. And save. Okay. And then we're going to run the command. Okay. And here we are. Good. That was a little bit of an adventure. It's only been 2 hours. Okay. So let's document this. Let's do win automation. So Control K. This is our handy danny notebook. Our other one, log seek. So win automation. So we'll do CMD. Okay, so for CMD, when using the data switch, actually, let's make a sub category for curl. When using the data switch, dash D, use URL encode. That is what it is, right? Data encode. Code when you want to use URLs in your curl command. And then this may be a D switch specific thing. This may be a dash D switch only thing. Not tested. Okay. An example. So, and then we can actually put like 02/28, 2025, and then this was with curl command attempt to send data to SERP API, Google search API, and I know in like 2 months I'll forget what SERP API is. Before not working, my W is dying. Okay, and then it was this command, which works perfectly in Postman by itself. This command works perfectly, and Postman, but has issues with CMD and PowerShell. This command, oh, that's expanded. That's okay. We have the expanded version here. Again, I'm not worried about the API key. It'll be dead the moment we get off of here. Okay. This version works for both CMD and PowerShell. Actually, no. Works for not tested and PowerShell, but assumes it works. Okay. Because I know I'll come across this situation again. I know it. Okay. That's done. All right. So now that we've resolved that issue, now that we have our search for our search results in a file. So now the question becomes, I actually should have done that again. Let's do it again. I shouldn't have deleted the file because I actually need it. Will it be an issue if I... Ooh. Okay. Yeah, we'll run it again. The reason why is because if the file already exists, we're streaming it. We're not actually writing. Well, we're streaming to it, which means we're writing to it, but we're not doing like an official file write. Why is that an issue? Because we can't test to see if there's data in here or not. And if there's data in there already, I don't want it to append to the end of the previous results. That would be annoying. So we could say file. Yeah, get file and folder. No, not get file. If file exists, conditionals. If file exists, and it will be. It's always going to be desktop because it's just going to be a temporary file kind of a thing. Come on. It's going to be here. And it's going to be here. If it exists, then we're going to delete it. Then we're going to delete it. We delete the search results.txt file if it already exists, because we don't want to accidentally. And yes, I could test to see if it appends or if it overwrites by doing one more test, but I'm so lazy. So lazy. Pin data to previous search results. Yes, I know I could test to see if the next CMD output, output redirect stream, either appends or overwrites. I could have done it in just the time I'm writing this, but you're lazy. All right. Okay. So now that we have that solved, what's next? So now that we'll have that file, so now we go back to what we did before, where we have this let me enable this and then enable this. What's missing here? Current website item doesn't exist. We won't be needing that. Okay, so we're going to read. So after this command, we're going to be reading read text from file. And this is going to be from our search results. Each line will be, no. We're going to be doing a single text value, and we're going to do search results, file contents. Okay, and then get files in folder, read text. How can I just get the file? I don't necessarily want to read the contents because I want to pass in the entire file and not just the contents. Because I pass in the contents, all that's going to go in the JSON. And I have to pass and I have to process, and I don't want to do that. I just want to send the entire file. I know I can do that with the iteration. I know I can do that with an iteration. Should I just cheat and say like do an iteration of one searching for this specific file and then pass that? I don't see any other way. All right, so let's loop. All right, let's just do that. It's ghetto as hell. Ghetto as hell. So we're going to get files in the folder after this curl command. We're going to search in our in our desktop folder, and we're going to look specifically for a search results.txt file. Okay. And then we'll just do that there. And then we will do our for each. I think we can get rid of that read text from file. And then we'll put that here. Okay. And then we'll call this variable to iterate search file for search results. File contents? No, just files. Looking in the wrong damn place. Current file item. And we know it's always going to be one, but that's okay. We need to retrieve the entire file, not the contents of the file. So we can get rid of this. It's ghetto as hell, but it'll work. And then here, current file item. And then here, we'll swap this out. Current file item. What's missing? Crawl API key. Don't need this anymore. Let's just bring this out here. I can't get rid of that other text. We can get rid of this. Don't need that anymore. Xpost, webhook, accept, content multiform, yes, and that. Okay. Delete, place. Okay. So we can unlock that or take the breakpoint off of that. We got to fix our production command at some point too. Here. Get rid of that. Don't need that. We can get rid of this. And we can get rid of that now. All right. What's this? str curl command does not exist. Why is the audio so low? Not like I'm listening to anything. Hold on. Let me make sure. Check. Okay. Because it said due to system error. I'm like, what the? Okay. Okay. So that's done. That's good. Str command. Did I really do that? What is missing? str production command for file does not exist. Where the hell did it go? Production command for file. Test workflow, webhook, production webhook. Okay, let me see. Test command for file. Oh, that's why. I didn't change it out. Here. Or here, rather. Okay, what else are we missing? Variable directory does not exist. It's gonna be the same thing as here. Wait, what? What did you do? I screwed up somewhere. Website. How'd you redirect before? Oh, wrong command. Okay, I got you. I almost fucked myself up. All right. So this is for SERP API. Ooh, that was almost catastrophic. Okay. And then this is for n8n. Okay. And what are we sending to n8n? So this will be where we're sending our file and our current file item. Current file item. What's it saying now? Directory does not exist. Okay, we're not sharing. Actually, we will be getting information back. We will be getting information back. Oof. Well, let's just test it first. Let's test it first. Okay. Are we ready? Yeah. All right. So we don't need to delete the search results because we're going to delete that ourselves. All right. Let's get going. Okay. A new search results file has been created. And we know it's been created because there is a date and time. And then let's go this command. All right. And so from here, our webhook. Wait, where's our file? I see our data here. Wait a second. Did we actually pass the file? We didn't actually pass it as a file, did we? Website URL. What? Okay. Kenny, what are you doing? Okay. Let's close this. Let's clean this up a little. This is good. That test is done. And yeah. Okay. So I think it is file. This could be wrong. With when automation variables. It's probably wrong. That specific at F, yep. Field name. Okay, yep. File equals, yep. This is unconventional. Yep. All right, so it'll be, what is it? Add file. Files equals. File equal add for F strings, right? File equals add current file item. Sets the proper content type header, including the multi. Okay. DH file. I think we're good. Copy. All right. That looks good. Let's go again. Toss it. Again, we don't have to worry about deleting search results. It's done automatically for us. Okay, let's go again. All right. All right. There it is. Okay. So now we have to get our file. There's an algorithm and JavaScript. Control K. I did document this, right? I sure did. Good going, Kenny. Okay. We can break this chain. We're going to bring in a code node here. And going to do that. And then there's our JSON right there. Good. All right. Now that we have our JSON and this gobbledygook, now we have our search results. Now we're back to where we were after going on a probably what was an hour and a half adventure. All right, let's stop. Um, so we have our Google Dork that works. So we can play it. Well, we won't worry about it. We just need to get this working first. All right. So now everything is in a content field. Call SERP API. No, we'll do that. We're doing that by ourselves. And then here, in this node, wait a second. No, we actually cut down a considerable amount of time actually doing it this way. All right. So let's move all of this on over. Let's move all of that over. Google search results, Reddit story finder. So we don't have to do any of that. So we're just going to use this and repurpose it. Put you here. Okay. All right. So now we're not searching Google anymore. We're doing that through an automation. Google search results. Story picker. Reddit. Am I the asshole? Okay. Where's our prompt? You select one link. No. Yeah. You will select one story, and we could process this JSON. We won't, because why add that complexity? We'll let the bot handle it. They'll parse it for us. And if it screws up, then fine. We'll figure something else out. But my first option is not to parse all that JSON. At least not with programming. Let the bot do it. So you will select one story. You will select one story. Your decision will be based on what you think may be a juicy slash entertaining title. You will only return the URL to the Reddit page. Okay. Here is the data you will sift through. God, I love agents. Okay, less thinking for me. All right, let's run it. Google search, the name of the tool is not valid. What did we do? That's right. And this is... That's why. What is it? What is it looking for? I'm trying to understand what this portion is. We're not really using any tools. Do we even need this? You can use a placeholder for a new partner request fulfilled. My problem with the HTTP request as a tool is like I don't think we need this. I don't think we need that. I don't know if we even need memory, but we're going to keep it there. Let's try it again. Yeah, I figured that. Yeah, I figured that. You'll select one store, blah, blah, blah. So this is the result. Okay. So it came up with a selection or a decision. HTTP. So it did give us the HTTP, the URL. This is the URL. Am I the asshole for my hotel room, bathroom? Okay. All right. We might have to respin. I think that's the URL. That's what the bot gave us, right? All the rest of these fields we don't care about. We just care about this text one. Okay, fuck it. All right. So now that we have our URL, the bot has decided. So now we need another HTTP request node here. And this one, oh, that's all it brought back. Okay, cool. So now as far as the URL, so we need this URL to call our crawl for AI. And this URL is what we're going to use to send to crawl for AI to start scraping. Now we are going to scrape all of the comments. I don't know how we're going to process the sub comments. Again, I'm going to leave that to the bot. I'm going to leave it to him. Let him do it. It's hard to let go of control because my first instinct is all right to roll up my sleeves. You know, use think automation, use C# or whatever. Crank up cursor, create a full blown JSON parser, wrap that in the API into an API gateway, and then send this via HTTP request over to the API and let it process and send it back. No, we're gonna let the agent do it. We're gonna let the agent do it. Now we're gonna do the same loop, the 5-second loop that we have been doing. We're gonna attach that, all of these back to it. That's not gonna change. I like that algorithm. You know what? No, we're gonna leave it be. And so when it's done processing, because it's just gonna give you an ID. Now I don't know if it's going to retrieve all of the the comments with like the plus sign that's not visible. I don't know if it'll pull those, but we'll find out. Let's put you here. Can we do this? I guess not. Okay. And then we'll move you down here and then put you there. Okay. Almost home for our first project. All right. So why does it look like it's off? It is off by a smidge. That's annoying, but okay. All right. So again, I don't think we need this. Now, the context window may be an issue because it's going to be a lot of text. Well, actually, it may not be that much. It actually may not be that much because we're getting new stories, right? We're getting a new story every single day. Infinite content. Um, Mm. Okay, so once it's done scraping, get to it. So choose one story. No. Um, I want you to extract all. You know what we could do? We could put these in parallel. We could parallel these. I want you to extract the entire Reddit story. Um, and the story only. Um, check to see if there are any updates slash follow-ups, and we're going to leave it there. Okay. And then we're going to rename this to extract the am I the asshole story plus updates slash follow ups. Okay. We'll put you up here. And then we'll create another. Actually, hold on. We're gonna learn a lot about using this program tonight. We're gonna create another one for the true, and then for this one right here, we're gonna rename this to extract all comments. Okay. Now I'm almost certain we're gonna run into a memory issue. Now you remember when I hope we don't have like a session ID confliction or conflict. We shouldn't, because those ID numbers are 10-digit long and they're randomly generated. So it shouldn't be an issue. Shouldn't, air quotes. I mean, if I'm that unlucky, like if I win a 10-digit lottery, uh, you know, I don't know what the odds are, but it's significantly larger than winning the Powerball. Okay, so from here, I want you to just to extract all the comments of the Reddit story, and only the comments, all of them, in quotes. Leave no comment behind. Sure. Okay. Now, I don't know how I'm going to combine these two. But we have to merge them. I really only want my bot doing one thing, right? This is why I have to, instead of saying, I want you to, I want you to get the story and the comments. No, just get the story. One get the story, one get the comments, and then we'll combine them later. Okay. Whew. All right. So we can close this, at least for now. Open up another thing. Windows 10. Docker for Windows. n8n. Self hosted on Docker. What node do I use to combine to or use to accept multiple nodes that output text? There is a merge. You typically use a merge node. The merge node is designed to combine multiple outputs from two nodes, usually using its append mode, but if you need to merge more than two, you can chain multiple merge nodes together. For example, merge two nodes first, then merge the result. Okay. All right, let's do it. Number of inputs. Oh, you can do up to 9. Awesome. All right. So we'll do this here, and we'll do this here. And then in our webhook, when last node finishes, sure, we'll keep it as that for now. Let's run it. It probably won't work, but we'll find out. We are still using 4.0. 4.0 is expensive. We need to find out if DeepSeek can do this. I am unable to pull it in real time, but I can help you guide on how to manually locate. Sorry, but I can't assist with extracting all the conf. Oh man, how to do it using tools like the Reddit API or by using Reddit. Man, don't tell me we got all this way and output. Okay, let's do some research on the Reddit API. Mhm. Let's see. I'll be disappointed. There's always a way. There's always a way. Actually, you know what I should have looked for? I should have seen if there was actually a Reddit node. Uh-oh. Delete a post, get many posts, search for a post. Wait a second. What does get a post do? Um, okay. We'll say API key. I should have done that first instead of doing API key credentials. Try this. Well, that's 3 years ago. All right, let me try this, guys. Yeah. Create an app. API app. Not a robot. What? What are you asking me? Was also registered to use the API app. Oh. See, I know. Where did I screw up at? Um. Why is it saying? Hold on. Why is it saying that it can't do something when I'm not even close? Hold on a second. This is tripping me out. I'm not asking you to do anything from Reddit. You see? And what the hell is this? I don't know how that happened, but okay. So I pull. This is okay. I want you to pull the entire story. Because I'm catching up on the I'm hitting their restrictions. All the comments. All right, let's go again. All right. So we'll get rid of this test data and we'll run it again. We don't have to do anything on our end. Yeah, that was what was tripping it up. We don't need an API key. We have a scraper for that. Okay. All right. I need more information about the specific story you're referring to. Can you please? Damn, I didn't scrape it. Did I not scrape it? Wait a second. Wait a second. Wait a second. So this one does what? Okay, hold on. Pick a story. All right, let me test out this. It keeps on picking the same story too. That's what's crazy. So it does give us the correct URL. It does do that. Now, waits 5 seconds on this one. This is our task ID, yes. So what is this? This is not the actual story. Maybe it is not. How much are you scraping, buddy? That's not even nearly enough. That's not nearly enough. Oh shit. That's not nearly enough. Tyler, you will only return the URL to the Reddit page. Here's the data you will sift through. So now at this point, we have to start looking at like the parameters for crawl for AI to get more, because we kind of got gypped. Let's go again. Okay. All right. Now the results here, if we look at the results for command output, yeah, we're not getting anything. So that's the output that we got. And if we look at a merge module, it only gave us half of it. It gave us the top half, but it didn't give us the bottom half. Okay, whatever. But this is that's the content. It picks a story. Emmett asshole for using my hotel bathroom to poop while on vacation with my wife. So at this point, it's good. That's what we want. Where did we screw up? So this didn't screw up here because it's crawling this page and it's giving us a task ID. That's what it's supposed to do. Wait 5 seconds. Where's the culprit? So here, why do you see? Hold on a second. Why is it changing? You see this? I'm mouse wheel scrolling. Why is it doing that? That's the HTML. And this is markdown skip to main content. Let's see. Let me copy this so I can get an exact read of what is. Okay, so it's a lot of text. Okay, good. Good. Move out the way. Oh, whatever. Okay. We got all this gobbledygook here. And n8n is just, what I think the bot is doing is truncating it. That's what I think it's doing. And thus is getting rid of the story as well. Status complete. This all looks like HTML. It is. But where's the actual story? More CSS stuff. Come on. You're in here somewhere. What is this? No. What the heck? So what is all right? So everything's in. What's the status complete result? Why? Downloaded file, screenshot, PDF. I could do PDF, I think. This is one of those cases where your program isn't doing what you expected it to? Because I'm not seeing any story at all. No. It says raw markdown. Skip to main content. And I just see links here. Um, so this is what we got back from the scrape. Hold on a second. Let's try this. I don't know how many tokens this is, but let's see what Gemini gives us. Extract this story from this text, because we could just put Gemini on this. Omit all HTML and other site design stuff. $153,000 from the provided text. The text to be code and website design elements from a Reddit page specifically related to the post. Contain the actual narrative. Oh, okay. Okay. So now we have to start looking at like the parameters. All right. All right. So crawl for AI documentation. All right. Lazy loading, hooking. It's a core schema. Each field captures a different aspect of crawl's result. When you call a run on the page, crawl for AI returns a crawl result object containing everything you might need. You might need raw HTML, a clean version, optional screenshots or PDF structure. Those fields and how they map to different output types. So the final actual URL crawled in case of redirects. Original unmodified, good for debugging or custom processing. Links, downloaded files, screenshot PDF. Now, how do I do this? I have to research this. Okay, guys, so this looks like the conclusion of part 2. So we got our scraper working. Our Reddit story extractor. It extracted something from Reddit. It seemed like it extracted the entire page except for the actual story and the actual comments. It seemed like it got all the HTML and all the other crap. I don't want that. It seemed like I wanted everything but that. So tomorrow we're gonna continue this, and we're actually gonna extract the story and the comments. What are we missing? We're missing some parameters or a parameter to actually get to the meat of the problem, because it's working. Our server is going off the rails. Let's see. See how it's got the URL here? So that's what we wanted to do. Get task, blah, blah, blah. So all of this is fine. It's just extracting the wrong thing. So we'll have to do some research, and we will continue tomorrow. I will see you all then. Thank you for coming.